A devastating virus ravages South Korea while passengers on a train from Seoul to Busan try to survive. Seok is a middle-aged fund manager who is going through a divorce with his wife. He lives with his mother and daughter, Swan. It is Swan's birthday, and she wants to meet her mother who lives in Busanda. Seok is very busy, but he does not break his daughter's request on her birthday and sets out to take the train to Busana in the morning. On the way, a fire broke out in a large building, and ambulances are rushing all over the city, even though it is morning. The virus has already started to spread all over the city. On the train, there is a high school baseball team, an old woman and her sister, a pregnant woman and her husband sang. These are the main characters of our movie. Everyone takes their seats on the train, and just as the train is about to depart, a passenger without a ticket sneaks on board without being seen by the attendant. The woman is very sick and behaving abnormally. The sick woman collapses and begins to have a seizure. The attendant who sees her calls for urgent emergency medical assistance to the 11th carriage. At that moment, the virus has taken over the whole body of the sick woman. The attendant jumps on her and bites her on the neck. The attendant tries to get up and walk away, but the zombie is on top of her. The woman can't take it anymore and collapses in the carriage with the high school athletes, and suddenly she turns into a zombie too. The virus affects the body very quickly. The bitten person becomes a zombie. Within minutes, zombies start attacking other people. Chaos reigns on the train, and everyone on the train starts running away. Seok, who was asleep in his seat at the time, didn't find his daughter with him and started looking for her on the train. She went to the toilet without him knowing. Seok was looking for his daughter and saw people running away. He went in that direction and found his daughter. When he sees zombies right in front of his daughter, he immediately picks her up and starts running towards the back of the carriage with other people. Song and his pregnant wife are on the run when Song helps a woman attacked by a zombie while Seok continues to flee with his daughter. Leaving them behind, Song and his wife behind, Song locks the zombie in the toilet and they flee, reaching the safe car at the last moment. Song holds the door tightly, but Seok says he shouldn't, because zombies can't even do a simple task like opening a door. All they do is attack everything in sight. The train approaches a stop after traveling a little bit. People immediately come to the window of the train and ask for help. They want to get on the train, but a horde of zombies comes and kills them there. The train does not stop and continues on its way. The president of the country goes on national TV and declares that it was a terrorist attack. But everyone knows that the president is lying because a lot of videos of zombie attacks have leaked on social media, and the city of Seoul is completely overrun by zombies, and the people on the train urgently need to get to safety. The engineer on the train announces that they are going to the Daejeon station, says that there are soldiers there, and everyone believes that it is safe. Seok uses his powerful connections to call his friend who lives in Daejeon for help. His friend tells him that Daejeon is quarantined and not safe, and that when the train stops, they must go east, and he will send his men to rescue them. The train arrives at the Daejeon, and while everyone is moving towards the exit, Seok takes his daughter and goes a separate way, but his daughter protests and says that they should notify other people, but her father tells her that she should only think of herself in these situations. Her daughter cries and says that her mother left them because her father only thinks of himself and is selfish. When the other passengers approach the exit, they see that the soldiers are zombies. The soldiers who notice them start attacking them. Everyone runs back towards the train. Seok calls his friend. His friend tells him that he has not heard from his men and that he cannot save them from there. Just then, Seok also encounters zombies, and when he is going to take the girl and run away, a zombie attacks the girl Suwon. At the last moment, Song comes and saves Suwon. Seok, Song, and other high school students hold the glass door so that people can reach the train, but the door can't hold any longer and breaks. At that moment, the train starts to move. They run with all their strength to catch the train, but some of them fail and are eaten by zombies. Seok, Song, and high school student Min Yang manage to reach the train, but they can't get on the same car with the other passengers. They are left behind in the back cars. Song calls his wife and tells her that there are zombies trapped in the toilet, in the 13th car, and Seok's daughter is with him. Min-yang tells him that the other people are in the 15th car. They make a plan. They will somehow overcome the zombies along the 4 cars and reach the 13th car. and from there they will meet the other people in the 15th car. They will wrap their arms with tape against being bitten. They will take a baseball bat and go to the 11th car. They easily defeat the zombies in the wagon and pass to the 12th wagon. But in the 12th wagon, Min Yang sees his teammates and does not want to harm them. Song and Seok start fighting with the zombies. The two of them cannot fight the zombies. Just when all hope is lost, the train enters the tunnel and it gets dark. The zombies suddenly stop attacking. They cannot see in the darkness. They only react to sounds. Seok makes a sound by hitting forward with the stick in his hand. The zombies all run towards the sound and they easily pass the 12th wagon. When they get to the 13th car, Seok gets an idea, takes his phone from Songdan and waits for the train to enter the tunnel. When the train enters the tunnel, he calls Songgun's phone, and the zombies, blinded by the darkness, run towards the sound. They immediately go to the girls' and his wife's toilet. Just as they are about to take them out, the train exits the tunnel and they hide in the opposite toilet and wait for the train to enter the tunnel once again. Min Yang texts his girlfriend in the 15th car and tells her that they will be there soon and that they are about to dodge the zombies. The girl tells the people that others have come here and that there are survivors. But the other people in the carriage say that they might have been bitten too and they won't risk it. They won't open the door. They don't want any more people here. When the train enters the tunnel again, they come out of the toilet, and since the whole carriage is full of zombies, they go up to the part where the suitcases are kept and pass over the zombies. Seok throws the suitcase in his hand away, and when the zombies go to the sound, they land on the ground. Just as they are about to go to the 15th carriage, the train comes out of the tunnel, and the zombies notice them. Just as Song is about to close the door, a zombie intervenes and prevents the door from closing. The zombie makes a sudden move and bites Songun's hand, infecting him with the virus. But Song continues to hold the door tightly to save his pregnant wife and other people. When the 15th wagon does not open the door, they have to break the glass, and the door held by Songun at that time cannot withstand any more, and breaks Song spares his own body and holds the zombies. Sayoka tells him to take his wife and asks him to take care of her at the last moment. They arrive safely in the 15th wagon, thanks to Songgun's sacrifice. The other people in the wagon don't want them. They tell them to go to the other wagon. They force them into the 16th wagon. They tie the door tightly with the clothes in their hands and completely prevent them from coming near them. They see the sister of the old woman in the 15th wagon among the zombies. And she can't stand the evil that these people have done because her sister has turned into a zombie because of them. The woman opens the door and lets the zombies in, and everyone in the 15th wagon dies horribly. Ahead, the road is blocked, and the train has to stop. The engineer announces to the survivors that they must get off the train and transfer to another train. Seok and the others get off the train and walk to get on the other train. Meanwhile, in the 15th carriage, 2 people survived by hiding in the toilet, and they had to get to the other train immediately. Yeonsuk tells the attendant that the place is clean and tells the attendant that it is okay for him to go out in front. The attendant pushes him from behind just as he is about to go out and starts to run away, feeding him to the zombies. Min Yang and the girl sees his girlfriend on the road and throws the girl on the zombies chasing him, breaks the window of the train and continues to run away, but there are still zombies chasing him. At this time, he sees the engineer and starts running towards the train. He slips and falls to the ground. He yells to the engineer and asks for help. The engineer gets off the train to save him, but he pushes the engineer and throws him among the zombies. He gets on the train alone and saves only himself. Seok. His daughter and Songgun's wife also run towards the train, and although they jump on the train at the last moment and survive, the zombies are all tied together to stop the train. Seok puts himself at risk and kicks the zombies in the hands of the zombies from the stairs, preventing them from holding the train and preventing the train from stopping. When he goes to the control point of the train, he sees the man who sacrificed everyone to save him. He has also been bitten and has begun to change. A brawl breaks out between them. Just as the zombie is about to bite Songgun's pregnant wife, Seok puts his hand in the zombie's mouth and sacrifices himself. Now that Seok is infected, he and his daughter hug and cry before he transforms. He apologizes to his daughter for everything and asks her to forgive him. He throws himself off the train to avoid turning into a zombie and hurting his daughter. Songgun's wife and Suwon arrive at the safe zone, break through the barricade, and start walking towards the other side of the tunnel. The soldiers waiting at the other end of the tunnel notice them and inform their superiors. But since the tunnel is dark, they cannot distinguish whether they are zombies or humans. The soldier is ordered to shoot, and just as the soldier is about to shoot, Suwon starts singing in the tunnel. The soldiers realize at the last moment that they are clean and run to save them. And now, the whole nightmare is over.